All right, welcome back to Helos and Homies. I'm here with Juicy Jason, a good friend of mine. It's an honour. How are you, brother? You good?
I'm good, my boy. You chilling?
Yeah, chilling.
Yeah.
Before we start, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Follow on Spotify. Follow Juicy Jason on Instagram, whatnot, all that good stuff. Some of you may remember him. You were on, a year? It's just over a year ago.
Wow,
bro.
yeah, a year ago, yeah. Let me say, before you start, do you know how many people were saying like how dark I looked in that video? You did me horrible with that lighting.
Bro, there was a lighting.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It was just dark room, no lights, but I hope I look better now, but yeah, that one, couldn't see the end of it, eh?
Yeah, that was what?
Floating teeth. I heard it all, bro. But it was a good pod.
We met on the spot, bro.
That was the first time we met, but I met you through Cameron, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, because Flat had met you before and he put you on.
Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, we ran up a pod back at Common House or Open Studio, 13 months ago. You drove to like Riverdale, I think, accidentally that day.
Bro, I drove somewhere completely different. I was like, where am I? I was like, I got out the car. I'm like, there's no pod here. There was like a gym and that was it. I was like, yeah, completely lost.
Yeah. But a lot has happened in the year. Let's quickly explain. Jason is a barber, for those listening who aren't aware of who he is. A barber, but also owns Juicy Apparel, which has gone to the moon over the past year.
Yeah, for sure.
But known as Juicy Cuts to the barbering world. And yeah, over the past year, bro, it's been nuts. Both of us, But
It's actually been a good year, yeah.
Bro, you killed it. Now, for Pete, he's cut some big names. Junior Choi was one of them.
Yeah, Junior Choi was one of the boys I cut. Shout out to Lee. He's also young. Have you heard of him? Young up-and-coming artist. He's, 15, 14?
Yeah, right.
Still in school and everything. His name on Instagram is Official Lee. Bro, he's been killing it. He's really been killing it. And I've been cutting his hair. I cut him at that park takeover. We'll probably talk about it later. But he messaged Junior Choi when Junior Choi was here. When Junior Choi said, anyone need a barber? And then he hollered at him.
Yeah.
I think he had connects through him. And then he was like, yeah, sweet. I'll try him down. Then Junior Choi hit me a message. And he was like, hey, bro, like, can you come cut me and my homies? So I pulled up with Kundai. Oh, mate, Kundai, you know. Shout out Kundai as well.
Shout out Kundai the day I dropped dead.
Shout out Kundai always. And then, yeah, he came, shot some shots of me cutting him. And then, yeah, that was the day. It was a pretty good day.
Yeah. And also Ian Clark, NBA winner.
Yes.
What year was that with Golden State?
If I'm not...
Like 2015, maybe?
Nah, 17.
17?
Was KD on the team?
I wouldn't know.
It was probably 17. I think it was 17. If I'm not...
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was 17.
If anyone knows Jason, knows his love for basketball, how was that like interacting one-on-one with your services of someone who's achieved the highest
Right.
in the sport you love?
I think he got signed to Sydney Kings, and then I heard about it, and I was like, wow. And then I'm pretty sure, if I'm not wrong, the lady that braids my hair braided his hair, and she's the one that put me on. Shout out Hawet. She put me on him, and I think he hit me up. He hit me up. I can't actually remember how it went, but I remember we started talking on IG, and then he actually came out to me. For someone with that status and someone with that expertise, I was like, I'm probably gonna have to check it out to him. But yeah, he came to me. I remember I cut him the first day, and I was really like just admired. I just didn't want to ask too many questions. I didn't want to be like a fan. I also wanted to cut his hair. I also wanted to focus on the cut, but I also wanted to know stuff from him. But I think what I did was I just kept it. I was like, all right, JC, you just be calm, just be you. And then when I was cutting him, I focused more on the cut. I think the first time I didn't really talk to him.
Yeah.
And then because I was like, he'll come back. And then he came back. And then I think he came like 11 times when he was here. So he was here, his whole season that he played for Sydney Kings, I cut him every cut. He didn't miss a cut with me. And then, so I think from that, then I started talking. I got more comfortable with him, and then I started chatting to him. Got a pic with my parents. He actually looks like my parents. It's actually crazy.
Right.
Yeah,
that's
so,
nuts.
yeah.
Bro, that's crazy. I didn't realize he came to you, eh?
Yeah, he came to me.
Was
every
anyone
single
else
time.
in the shop?
The first time, second time, I think it was like the fourth time, there was like all my boys. We came back from basketball scrimmages.
Yeah.
And then they just came back and we were just all sitting, they were all sitting down like playing FIFA or 2K, whatever, and then he got a cut. They just didn't say anything though, so it was just
Yeah.
He didn't really care, so
Yeah.
yeah.
That's mad, bro.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
But besides that, also started Juicy Apparel.
Yes.
Also got Cordex sneakers going on as well, which is sick.
Yeah.
But you also started Juicy Apparel, which for the culture took over.
Mm-hmm.
Explain that, bro. Explain to people how that came about and how long it's been in the process.
So as a barber, you get to a stage where like you get enough clients to make merch and to make your own clothing, like not clothing line, but like just merch for barbering. And I started off with the Juicy hoodies. So when I made the Juicy hoodies, it was just an experiment to see how far I could go or like what I could do with this.
And you made them towards summer, eh?
But because the manufacturer, finding manufacturers is a pain. It's actually a pain, and that was the start of it. So I was learning while I was finding, and I was like, "Oh, this is hard." Then I almost sacked it. I almost never dropped the hoodies.
Yeah.
Because I was like, "This is literally we're going to summer," and then I was like, "You know what? I'll just do it. Who cares? Whatever. I'll just run it."
Yeah.
And then they actually ended up going pretty well. But I came up with a design that wasn't too like every barber merch looks the same.
Yeah.
Like not to throw shade, but like I just wanted to be unique. So I decided to give it like a simplistic look at the front, and then a lot of text at the back talking about like a little phrase about me and my journey, and like what I stand by. And then and then I put that on a hoodie. Shout out to my designer Russell. He helped me throughout this whole process, and he basically just helped. Like I everything I've made, I've designed.
Yeah.
Like I've come up in my head, drawn it on paper, and then he's the one that like, because he's a graphic designer,
Puts it through a dobe.
And makes everything work. And then did the photo shoot for that, and then that went real well. And then I was like, all right, summertime. Like let me run something else. So then I decided to make another design, come up with tees, caps. Cap I'm wearing right now.
Shout out.
See it in the background too there. Shout out. And then we used this studio. Shout out to 7 Studio. I actually can't remember how I started using this. I think maybe it was through J-Mac. I think I found J-Mac because he was my neighbor, and then he was like, he came to me for cuts, and then he shot the first one with the hoodies, and then I hollered at him again, and I was like, bro, I'm running something else, and then he did the one here at the studio. So yeah, that's how it started to come about, and then there's a lot more to come, but it's just
mad momentum, bro.
Yeah, like I'm on fire, bro. My brain's just moving, man. Like even right now, I'm thinking about what's next. You know what I mean?
Next?
Like I want to run tracksuits.
Yeah.
But I think with my pieces, I really want to tell a story. Like I don't want to just drop things for the sake of dropping it. I want to tell a story. I want to have meaning behind every piece. So my next piece is going to be like a whole storyline. I'm really trying to go a whole different approach to many people who make clothing brands.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'll do a photo shoot, but I have an idea in head, and I think it will work really well if I can execute it well.
I've learned that, bro, with Helos.
Mm-hmm.
I've changed my thing to like a more simple design, but like let's do marketing around it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Because have you been seeing that trend on TikTok?
That Trico guy.
Yeah, it's gotten a bit overused.
The AI voice and
it's gotten overused.
Where game changes, blah.
The game. Yeah, it's a long.
Gives me the shits, bro.
Yeah. But when he first did it, I was like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then it's getting way too overused. I don't really like it, but
I think it comes down to any product, bro. It's just all marketing. Even with your barbering, like the videos you put out and stuff like that, that's what got you to where you are. Obviously a good service as well.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of guys who can cut hair. But
exactly. There's a lot of I think I said this on the last podcast. There's a lot of people who are good at cutting hair, but there's very few good barbers.
Yeah.
Like barbering, it's more than just cutting hair. You gotta provide a service. You gotta be like welcoming. You can't just be there. Like, bro, I heard one of my clients, he came in, he's like, went to a barbershop and he was wearing AirPods. So I was like, while he was cutting his hair, he was just wearing AirPods. I'm like, so where's the communication? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, So I feel like you gotta really take like care of your work, and that's what I try and value that.
Yeah.
Pretty high.
We'll explain the setup to people, bro, because some people wouldn't know the setup. So it's in the garage, but it's a big space.
Mm-hmm.
So you walk in, garage door opens, you got the barber chair and the barber set up to the left.
Yep.
And then Juicy Apparel stuff on that wall as well.
On that wall on the left, yeah.
And then in front of you is like, 3 couches?
Yeah, you got like 3 couches curved in. You
In a U shape, yeah.
Yeah, like a U shape, horseshoe shape. You got a table in the middle.
TV at the end of it,
TV
for
at the end.
PlayStation.
Shoes on the wall.
Yeah.
At the end of that.
When he says shoes on the wall, he means shoes on the wall. There are shoes everywhere.
Shoes everywhere. It's like full on when you walk in, but
and you can buy a pair, eh?
Yeah, you can buy a pair. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my mate's business, Cordex Sneakers.
Yeah.
So yeah, he sells shoes, and it's pretty cool how much things barbering can connect with, eh?
Yeah.
Like streetwear,
anything, bro.
Sneakers. So I was like, when he said he did, he sold sneakers, I was like, oh yeah, word, we'll collab. Yeah. And then he put his shoes on the wall. I think there was only 3 shoes when I first started, and then we just kept expanding because we got so much more stock.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's basically what he did.
And then there's NBA jerseys, there's album prints on the wall. There's everything, bro. There's music playing the whole time. I love it in there, right? It's
pretty cool. Good vibe, eh?
Yeah.
It feels like your room or something.
Yeah, it feels like you're in a mate's room.
Yeah. That's the feeling I really wanted to get out of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it started a lot more bare, didn't it? There wasn't like all that set up, eh? There was just...
Nah. I painted the walls, made it what it looks like now. It was all just normal, typical... But you got to understand, I'm African. Like, this doesn't happen to a lot of African kids. So... for me to even get this far, I had to prove to my parents that, like, all right, you got to trust the process. And I had to show them, like, I've always been a good kid. So I haven't been like, it wasn't just I woke up one day and said, yeah, I'm a barber now. Like, yeah. I really had to put a lot of work in, gain their trust. And yeah, so shout out mom and dad. Shout out mom and dad for sure.
Shout out mom and dad, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to put a lot of trust in you to have that set up as well.
For sure, yeah.
And just a bunch of randoms coming through.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What do your little brothers think of it all? Do they like comprehend like what you've done?
Yeah, I think so. I think they do. Because they get free cuts. They're the only people that get free cuts. They're my brothers, so I'm not gonna charge them. But they're always complaining because I'm always booked out. I'm like, yeah, the perks of you getting a free cut, you can't like. I tell you when you get your cut. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's the thing. But nah, they're cool. Yeah, they support me heaps. Oh, yeah, I love my brothers too. But yeah, my younger brother. I think there was a point where like I felt bad. He was like, he's just called like you're Jason's brother.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah. So
I was like, I think it's stopped now, but I don't know. I don't know fully, but yeah, it's like. That's what they were getting compared to. Like, it was just like, oh, yeah, Jason. Oh, that's Jason. Oh, yeah, that's Jason. Yeah. Then it's like, they probably get annoyed. They probably hate it, but... Yeah.
A lot of athletes like that. I had a mate growing up whose brother was doing really well with a sport. And he'd get called like, oh, that's so-and-so's brother.
Yeah. That would annoy me, eh?
Yeah.
If I was in their position, I'd actually hate that, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, you've leveled up, right? Now... You've taken on like Juicy Apparel. I've done something similar with Sporting Club Helos where I've taken on like more work to add on. And I'm here as well. Like, how are you going with balancing everything? Because I'll tell you what, bro, I'm struggling.
It's hard, bro. I'm not even going to sit here and say I'm doing good because I'm not.
Yeah.
Like, I sleep so late. I sleep at like, bro, yeah. It's just like, I think there's a sacrifice.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to be successful, if you want to do good, you got to sacrifice time. But like, yeah, I do need to fix my sleeping schedule and then make more time for gym, more time for like, actually allocate more time for everything else. Because I'm so organized with my business, Juicy Cuts. Yeah. Like I got my book, like I got a website. I'm booked out like weeks in advance. Everything's so scheduled. So when I go to work, it's there. But then everything else, it's just like, I don't care.
Yeah.
So I've started to find like I'm getting more pain in my legs because I'm standing up so long. I'm not stretching enough. Like I actually do need to like, fix it.
Yeah,
like, as much as I really need to take care of myself. But yeah, I'd say sleep is so important to your health too. But yeah, in terms of management, like I think yeah, also try not to get distracted with like especially TikTok, bro. You can get really distracted with TikTok. Aimlessly scrolling, comparing yourself. Like you shouldn't be comparing yourself like online. Like get inspired by other people, but don't look there and be like, oh, bro, don't look at yourself like, don't look at Nike and then go like, oh, you know, or look at G'd Up and then you're like, oh. I think you should really get inspired and yeah, especially with like Juicy Apparel. Like that's why I made these hats and I put a journey through creativity on the side because everything I do, I'm just experimenting. And then if you look at my new drop, the mindful, like the pink tees at the back, I put if failure is not a possibility, then success does not mean anything.
Yeah.
So you gotta fail. You gotta you gotta try until something hits. So yeah, I feel like just don't give up.
Yeah.
Just never give up and never don't compare yourself either. I think that's what I'd say.
What question were you answering?
You know what? I honestly just went off topic and I just kept going. Bro, what is it? It's like when there's a mic in front of me, I just feel like I need to keep talking, bro. That's what I kept doing. I just kept talking. You should have stopped me, bro. You need to stop me. I just kept talking. You know, bro, you know what you did? You just looked at me like you were taking it in and I was like, oh, fuck.
I was taking it in.
I should have kept, should I keep going? Or? There was a point and I should have cut it off maybe halfway, but yeah. You understand what I'm saying. Anyway.
Yeah. No.
What did you say? You said management.
The balancing act of it all, bro. Like,
balancing.
How's that keeping you going? Like, because you've taken on more work. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
Like, is your social life fucking...
I don't know. I think it's the same.
Yeah.
I don't think it's real different. I feel like many people cut off their friends and stuff when they're trying to balance everything, or they'll cut off something so important to them.
Yeah.
But if you do everything slowly, I think it works best.
Yeah.
Like you don't rush into anything, eh?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think with more workload, you got to be more careful. Like you don't want to overwhelm yourself or get into that that little mental, like depressed trap hole. Like you can't do that. That's why. Well, how are you finding it?
But it's hard.
It's hard, yeah.
Because I still work my job.
Yeah.
So I still get up at 5:30, 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I do a morning run. I have a bit during the day at home where I edit videos and stuff. Then I go back in the afternoon. As soon as I'm finished in the afternoon, sometimes I literally go home, have a shower, pack my bag, come down here. I'm down here, and then go home, edit more, go to bed at like 12.
So just loop.
But I'm 23, bro. That's the thing.
Yeah.
So like, for you, right? You kicked it off at what, 17,
16,
maybe?
16.
I was working hard at like jobs, but like I fucked around until like 21. So I'm making up for lost time. Like, I went traveling last year as well. That was a lot of money spent. So I'm just trying to like get everything happening ASAP. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm a bit behind, but and you shouldn't. Yeah, like you said before, you shouldn't compare yourself. But at the same time, it's like if you're 23, you got to realize like fuck, life is catching up to me. And there is shit I want to do, so like I got to start doing it now. Like perfect time's never coming. You know what I mean? Tomorrow never happens. It's got to happen today.
You don't want to miss opportunities. And stuff
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
So that's why I've just been hustling. That's why I keep putting out like heaps of content on TikTok, like Instagram and shit like that. Got the pod happening as well, which takes me ages. But like you find balance after a while, I reckon.
Yeah. Okay.
It kind of, I don't know, it just kind of all falls into place.
Yeah.
But as you get older as well, because you're still 20, I find as I'm turning 23, like now a lot of the boys are starting to go into their own like worlds. Like everyone has different interests. One of my best mates is a techno DJ. The other one works at a bank in the city. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, just different lifestyles. Yeah,
still best mates, but like everyone's starting.
You
to
can all take something from each other too.
Yeah,
like when you're together, you're like, it's not like he's all doing the exact. I think it's bad to have a group.
All in the same industry.
Doing the same thing. Yeah.
I made up this on notes, and I'm going to read it out now.
Yeah, read it.
Because I call it the Invincible Friend Group, right?
Okay.
So one friend who's a barber.
Ooh, okay.
Someone who can cut and sew, or is like a fashion connoisseur. So like you can go to them and be like, bro, I got these pants. What do you think? And they'll be like, oh yeah, we need to like taper it here or whatever.
Okay.
So you need like a fashion connoisseur. I put a chef/nutritionist, someone on top of their food, someone who is a fighter or has fighting gears at their house and they can train you. So like a boxing setup, but they know how to box. Like they're not just your average, just swinging.
Yeah.
Bodybuilder/fitness guru. Shout out Jake. I got that. Accountant/financial advisor. I've got that as well. Shout out them. Mechanic.
Yeah, wow. That's a good one too.
Apple employee/tech guru. And then DJ or live music/Ticketek employee.
Yeah, wow.
Do you reckon I'm missing anyone?
I was thinking as you were going, I was like, is he missing?
But barber's first, bro. That's what I put first.
Yeah, that's a solid group.
That's not my group.
No. That's a solid. Yeah. No, if you had that group, that's a solid group.
It's definitely not my group. But yeah, I was like thinking, I was like, fuck, what is
You wouldn't need an athlete because they wouldn't really.
Oh, they don't offer much.
Yeah.
Especially if you've got mates who don't like fame and shit like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, accountant / financial advisor is a big one. Someone who like you can, because I know people older than me that have that, and they say like it helps so much. Like forget about your ego about worrying about how much money you got. They'll sort you out like tenfold. They'll be like, yep, tax wise, this is what we're doing, blah blah blah, shit like that. I reckon and mechanic as well. I know a good mechanic, luckily enough. But like so many people get fucking ripped.
How about like a trade person?
Yeah, tradie, like a chippy.
Like
a carpenter's a good
plumber,
one. Yeah. Yeah, normally they can cover most things as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's the only other thing I was thinking.
Yeah.
Some trade involved job.
Yeah. But besides
that's a good list. That's actually a pretty good list though.
I was thinking like, fuck, I wonder if I'm missing anything. It's the perfect time to bring it up. The Ticket Tech employee one's a really good one as well.
Oh, for like events, shows?
Yeah. And like a mate who's a DJ. Shout out Jerb, I've got that. But yeah, just like we were at Tomorrowland. We saw Lude, you know that Big City Life guy.
Oh, I've heard of him.
He Down Under. He has a massive song. He remixed Down Under.
Did he pop on TikTok?
Yeah, he's been around for years. But we saw him at Tomorrowland, and he had like his best mate who was his manager with him as well. But it kind of like hit me. He's an Aussie DJ, and he performed at Tomorrowland, but he wasn't on main stage. But he was at main stage, and the boys met him that I was with, and he was with him for a bit. And I was just thinking like, fuck, like having one of your best mates as a DJ is like got to be the dream. Yeah, because you can just like go to the biggest music festivals in the world free. Yeah, and you can do whatever you want. Yeah. Plus, I like sitting in on the studio, you know.
Yeah, and getting that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, but I don't know how much else I was missing.
Are you a concert or festival guy?
Fuck, I don't know. I haven't
like a single artist concert, or you like festivals?
I do. Fuck, last single artist concert I went to was Dave. I fucking loved it.
It was good, yeah.
Yeah, I loved it. But festivals are good. But I've done Tomorrowland, see, so I've done like literally
so you've done
top 2 biggest festival in the world.
Yeah,
and I loved it. So I don't know. I'd have to say festival.
You say festival?
But it's not like necessarily a hip hop festival. You know? Yeah. What about you?
I've never been to a festival, so I don't know.
Bullshit.
Nah, I've never been.
Not even a one-day festival?
Nah. Everyone's talking about what's
Listen Out with Ice Spice.
Yeah. With Ice. Why'd you mention Ice? Oh yeah,
bro,
she's on it.
Bro, Ice Spice coming to Australia.
True.
Like, what the fuck?
Everyone's on it. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it because the thing is, you look at the artists, but that's not. You got to stay the whole day to see everyone. That's how I feel about festivals. It's not like they're back to back. Those artists, the big like Metro is back to back after Ice. It's like they are in different stages and stuff.
Yeah, but do you
it's such effort. I just want to see one guy. Like
yeah, but I reckon like it's fun going to different stages all day.
Oh, hearing different music.
Yeah, and like new artists as well, bro.
True.
Because you'd be surprised, like you get to a stage and you're hearing someone and you're like, holy fuck, like I don't even know the words, but this is so much fun.
This is good. They build up energy and stuff, yeah.
A lot of people at 2019 listening out maybe, Denzel Curry and Slow Tie. Probably shouldn't mention his name nowadays, but Slow Tie and Denzel Curry at that time, not many people knew about them and they watched them live and they were like, holy fuck.
Like they're good.
This is nuts, yeah. And a lot of people there like got into them from that. Didn't know who they were. They were on like early, bro. I think the gates opened at like 12 or 1 and they were on at like 2 or 3.
Oh, word.
Just super early. And I was there for Denzel Curry and he did Ultimate, I think. You remember that song?
Yeah, I think I do.
Like,
he was popping. What was this? 2017 you said? No, 19.
2019. Yeah, his Black Balloons was out.
Yeah. Because he did that cypher with
2016.
It was like 2 years after that. I remember he was really popping.
Yeah. He's still I still love him, bro.
Yeah, he's still tough. He dropped the album recently, eh?
Yeah. I can't remember what Walk With Me and I'll See Your Future or something. Something like that.
Yeah,
it's
Green
album. But yeah. All right. Before we continue on, we touched on the brand earlier.
Okay. Yep.
A lot of people want to start a brand nowadays. I get DMs and voice messages about it all the time from like people around here. People I know just ask me questions. It's hard to kind of like put into words like maybe why starting a brand isn't the best idea. But when you start it, you've got too much ego attached to it to be like, fuck, I couldn't care, you know what I mean? So you just keep with it. That's what I felt with Helos for a while. But like, what would you say the major things behind starting a brand are? And like, what would you say the major checkpoints to get in line are?
Firstly, I'll say it's a trend now.
Yeah.
Don't you reckon it's a trend?
Massive trend,
Bro, I think...
And a lot of people, they forget, right? So they see these TikTok marketing
That's what I'm
things.
saying, bro. They see this and they're like, oh, I can do this. Like, I'm a game changer.
Yeah, yeah.
And they, I'm like, oh. No, okay. Let me not. No. Let me not hate.
But I will say, a lot of people forget, bro. Brands have to be attached to people.
Yes, you need something.
Like feet on the ground.
Yeah.
They can't just be Instagram. Like back in the day when we were growing up, for both me and you, there was brands on Instagram that had no real influence, but people loved them because they look cool on Instagram.
Yeah,
that's gone. Like that whole, like no one follows that shit anymore.
No,
it's all like street brands and like brands with people on the floor who have marketing campaigns, and they're not like pumping a message of like, I don't know, like you've got to be #1 star, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like what you do. It's what I'm planning to do as well. It's very much like feet on the ground. Let's make people the focus of our shoots. Instead of the actual clothes. The clothes are fucking cool, but people buy the clothes because they see, especially with yours, the way you did it for people wondering, is you had what, like 4 or 5 girls and like 4 or 5 guys?
Yeah. I try and mix and match. Yeah.
And you did like a variety of different concepts, but you did film shots, you did non-film shots, you did like shoot like
outdoor shoots, studio shoots.
Yeah, and then like the ideas in the studio shoots where you got like, or everyone walking across and you're standing in the middle. Yeah, shit like that.
Who can make it, yeah.
But there's brands that are just coming along, and I reckon people will be sick of it. Like just seeing all these brands pop up.
I had, because you asked me, what do I think about this, or like what advice, right? This is literally how I felt 3 years ago when everyone wanted, like, when I became a barber, very few people became a barber. Remember when it was a trend in lockdown? Everyone thought, because I can cut my own hair in lockdown, I'm going to be a barber.
Yeah.
So it's something that will come and go. I think this trend for clothing will come and go. People will sit there and realize, it's too much effort.
Yeah.
But for those people who really are like trying to...
Like clothes.
Like proper do something with clothes, they'll stick. And I think if, like you said, if they have their feet grounded and they're actually... bring a good, I think message really is important with the brand. Yeah. I think that's what I think these days you need to really carry. I think they can really like shine out or break out with whatever they're trying to do. But they also need to be smart. They need to not just want to make something like wake up and then go, I'm making a brand, and then in like a week and a half they have already the clothes there. Like really sit on your designs.
There's no rush.
Like no one's really wanting you to make a brand. You can go JD, Foot Locker and get heaps of stuff. So I feel like you really need to take time, look at your stuff. You know that famous thing where it's like before you want to do something major, like they do it with tattoos, you make it your lock screen. You look at it every day, see if you really like it.
If you want to purchase something over $100, you got to wait 24 hours.
Yeah, just wait, wait. I think patience is a big thing. And I think that's...
I agree, bro. I had to like...
That's what you got to do.
Yeah. I kind of sit back. I took a step back and shout out the new hats. They'll be live by the time people watch this. But
I cut your boy too. That makes him. That designer for you.
Suresh. Yeah. It's a fucking goat. For anyone who needs any design, Suresh Shan on Instagram.
Such a humble kid, bro.
Bro, he is the best thing that ever happened to Helos. Yeah? Like, better than me. I started the fucking
he really helped you.
Bro, he's the fucking goat. He does shit for me for free. Just because he spots something that's not been done properly. Like, I'll send him something, and then he'll be like, nah. And then he'll send me back, like, it done properly, how I wanted it done in my head. I didn't even tell him.
You didn't tell him. He just knows. That's what you need. You really need people like that if you're starting a brand. Yeah. You can't do it by yourself.
Nah. And ideally, you find a designer or you know a designer and you sit down with them and get to know them as a person. That's what I did with Suresh.
True.
I know him as a mate before he's my designer. Like he's a friend of mine, and we go back and forth with like rap and stuff like that in football every time we talk.
Yeah.
Before we talk clothes or anything like that, we talk about like life, and what we're doing. And I think like a lot of people, they fuck that connection up because your designer's going to be your best fucking friend.
True.
If anything's going to happen, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I had to sit back and I was like, fuck, I want to create clothes that like people really want to wear. I don't want to create anymore just to like what I think will make money. Like what I think is very simple and easy. I actually want to make something like people want to wear. That's why I made Helos International. Most probably doesn't look the best on camera at the moment because I didn't lint roll like an idiot.
Yeah.
But so like, and as well with those, it's like something I actually want to wear. And I look at those and I'm like, I genuinely love to like put that on, you know?
Yeah.
Same with your thing, bro. Every time I put yours on, it's an actual quality to it where I like touch it. I'm like, yeah, I actually want to wear this today.
Yeah.
Instead of like just supporting,
Instead
you
of
know?
supporting, yeah.
But yeah, with the brand thing, I think it goes with any company. I think you got to sit down. Any business anyone wants to start, you got to realize like why you want to do it. And then you got to figure out how the fuck you're going to market this. Like why are you doing this? How am I going to market this? And then how am I going to execute it as well?
Yeah.
That's like the big things. A lot of people missing out on it, just with small businesses in general, I reckon. Like you said with the barbering. A lot of blokes just want to do it money. It's never going to work. Never going to work if you do it for the money.
And then that's what I don't know if you know the boys are Too Noisy Youth.
It rings a bell.
Yeah, they're brands too. They have their own collective they not necessarily a clothing brand, but they also sell like Stone Island stuff, like all this other stuff. So yeah, shout out to Noisy and Youth. They helped me like really understand how this game works, and broke down like all the gems I needed to know 2 years ago. Like Trav, he made my Juicy Cuts logo.
Yeah. And
in my idea, I told him because he's a graphic designer, so he's like yeah, I can make you something for sure. Like, what do you have in mind? And then I showed him like other barbers that I see, and if you look at every other barber's like profile photo and like the stuff it's really like, you know what I mean, where it's like very cursive, bubble text, graffiti like with the scissors, and you got the trimmers. It's very very barber, like very cliche stuff. And he's like, nah, go simplistic. Go simplistic. No one's doing it. You would be the first to do it. So that's why my Juicy Cuts logo is literally like, it doesn't look like it's anything to do with barbering. It's very simplistic, very like, just stands out. And for the longest time, I actually didn't really like it. And then I was like, now you know what? Like, he's been here longer than me. He knows what he's doing. I'm going to trust his word. I'm going to go with it. I think it took like a month, and I was like, oh, I'm in love with this. Like, this is really good. And then the Two Noisy boys, like shout out Stan, Nons and everything, they taught me to bring my personality into my barbering. Yeah. So that's when, before the Juicy Apparel started, that's when I started being like, showing my face more, because it was just like every other barber with just posting the cuts. Nothing wrong with that, but like, show them who's the barber behind the work. Everyone can see the cuts. You can search up barbers online, haircuts. You see cuts all the time. So I feel like showing my personality, showing who I was, getting clips of me behind the scenes doing the cut, getting my boys to take photos. It really built a lot of like you look at my page, you're like, okay, he's like a cool guy. Like, that's the guy who's doing the cuts. Yeah. I feel like a lot of barbers need to start tapping into that, I guess, and just bringing more of their personality into their work, which is what I started doing, and that really helped me. So then once I got confident with that, then I was able to start expanding, and then like I was real confident in myself. Now I can get in my videos, and I think that's where you got to start. You got to show you got to show the creator first. So yeah. I
think times have changed, bro. Back in the day with like brands, even just like I don't know, take Supreme. You don't need faces attached to that back in the day.
Yeah, you didn't. You really didn't.
Now, like even with like Sporting Club Helos, I'm not sure if you've seen those Sunday League videos I do.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them.
I get noticed from around here, in Penrith and shit. They go, "Oh, I seen you on TikTok. You you do the football thing." Yeah. Thanks, bro. But like with like TikTok, people want to know the person. You can't be like anonymous. Only like even Cortez doesn't do it right, and they're like top of the game. Yeah. He's legit the biggest streetwear brand in the world at the moment. He'll take over, continue to take over. Judah Tribe's like the only thing I can think of in Australia that doesn't have a face attached to it. That's because he does well with balaclavas. So like it fits in. You know what I mean? But like, I think with just everything, that's why influencers are a massive thing. Like whether we like them or hate them, there's still a market because people like to follow people. That's what they're interested in now. Exactly. You got to attach people to the brand.
They love seeing the vlogs. Yeah. They love seeing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They love it.
When I like see vlogs sometimes, I wonder like, who the fuck watches this?
Yeah, you're not a fan of vlogs?
Nah, sometimes I am, but sometimes they're just like not cut properly and stuff.
Or they're waffling too much.
Yeah.
They're just talking like how it was before.
The Juicy Special.
The Juicy Special.
Now we get something very special no pun intended, we get something very special that you get along to. Park Takeover. Let's explain Park Takeover to people.
Okay. I think Park Takeover started with Brefo, Ramo, and the boys. I think basically the boys that play like NBL 1.
Yeah.
So like they're playing pretty high level basketball in Australia, Sydney, and I think they started it because they wanted to give back to the community. They wanted some events because if you watch America, this is what they do every day.
Yeah, yeah.
They have like
what's that called? That it was on bro. It was massive on Facebook, and they had what is his name? The fucking doctor, the white guy that does.
Oh, the professor. Yeah.
There was a channel that had him on, and he'd go to all these pickup games.
Yeah, that's what they do. They love doing it. They'll go to a park and they'll be like, "All right, I'm at this park. Bring your best 5. We'll just run a game." And then they'll run a game. They'll have a crowd. They'll get everyone turned, throw alleys, do flashy plays, stuff you wouldn't see in a game, right? Less foul calls. So I think they're trying to replicate that and trying to just bring culture here. Because like, I think I was saying this to my other mate the other day. The culture in Australia is very young. Like it's so young. We don't have like 40 years to look back on. We have like 10, if so 10.
Yeah.
So it's like
5, bro.
5, probably 5. Yeah, I think
in terms of like music and everything.
Music, everything, culture. Yeah.
5.
Basketball, everything. Yeah. So I'd say they wanted to start doing that. So they started the park takeover, and then they included the free haircuts. I think it was just basketball event. So playing the 5-on-5, and I think it was just free haircuts. I don't think there was anything else. I think they ran one. I couldn't make the first one. Gave me a pretty late notice. And then the second one, I think I was pretty busy. So I made the third and the fourth. So the third one went real well. It went real good. I cut there. I was sacrificing. Like, I just cut a day off. Like, I could have made money that day.
Yeah.
I could have worked, could have had scheduled clients, but I just cut them off. I said, you know what, I'm going to just give back. Because I love seeing people happy. Like, the reason why I do haircuts is because I love seeing the joy people get and they get a cut. They're like, oh, confident, everything. It's just good. So I was like, you know what, I'll do this. I'll do it for free. I'll do it at a park. And then they're having the basketball going in the background. So you have like such an audience. So it was getting a lot of people. And then I think intentionally he started talking smack to a basketball in America called Cam Wilder. He's got like, 3 mil on TikTok. Pretty famous guy. And then the recent one where I went to, that blew up. Like there was like 2,000, maybe if so, 2,000 people. Red Bull came. Food trucks came.
Nice.
Yeah, you had what's his name?
What, Kevin?
Is it Mr. C, the DJ?
Oh yeah, Mr. C.
Mr. C came. DJ K Time was there.
He used to work at the company like I work for.
Oh, word.
Yeah.
Did he actually?
Yeah.
Oh,
nuts.
he was there. Director Zig was there.
Shout out Ziggy, man.
Yeah, so you had all these boys there, and they were like bringing more hype. You got MCs talking on the court, and then you had me and like 4 or 5 other barbers just cutting hair. So we just built like a big event, and everyone is waiting for the next one. They really want the next one, but
can't rush it.
Can't rush it, and they're doing good. They're taking their time. They don't want to rush anything. So yeah, shout out Brefo, bro. He's really killing it, and I'm proud of them boys. So yeah, I told them anytime they want my help, they want haircuts, me to do haircuts, I'll be down. So
yeah. So you're there all day giving out free cards.
Basically all day till the lights turned off.
Yeah. Do you take as long as you would in the barbershop, or is it?
No, I don't rush it. I do all my cuts the same. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if I'm outside, inside. I really want to give you a good cut, but people being rude, and like they're expecting like me to just stay there forever. So like the time I wanted to leave, everyone's like, no, stay. I want a cut. I need a cut. Like, bro, it's for free. Like I got to go home. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like people weren't understanding that, but yeah, I guess this is how young kids are.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was pretty good. It was a very good event. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, basketball plays a big part in your life, eh?
Yeah.
Where's that come from?
I love ball. I played soccer my whole life till I was like in year 4.
Were you good?
I was alright. I was actually alright. I played futsal, and I used to live in the city. I used to live in East Lakes.
Near the airport?
Yeah, so I played Mascot Kings till I was in year 4. And then I played futsal. I forgot where. But bro, it was when I moved to Penrith. My neighbour, shout out Gubby, shout out Golbas, Fowler Street, if you know Fowler Street. Everyone on my street was like just so cultured, bro. It was like you had like I lived in a townhouse, so there was like a cul-de-sac driveway, basketball hoop there. I remember the day I moved in, like the truck was taking out everything, and there was just like 6 boys just playing ball. And I was like, I was like a little kid, year 4. They were all like in year 9, year 8 at the time. And they were like, oh yeah, come hoop with us. So I was hooping with them. And then So that's now my house. That's where I live. So every day after school, I started playing basketball. I started hooping. This was in year 4. So then I joined a team. I stopped playing soccer. I forgot about soccer. And then since then, I fell in love with it. Like, that's what I just go back to every time.
Yeah.
I just love basketball.
So how old are those guys now?
They're your age. Your age older.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, your age
Still
and
keep in
older.
contact with them?
All the time. One's a doctor now.
Bro, nuts.
I'm telling you, bro. What, bro? The guy I'm talking, Gubby, he was like the first kid at DOMS to get a 99.9 ATAR in like 60 years.
Fucking hell.
He's super smart.
And he got you into basketball?
He got me into basketball. He really mentored me on a lot of stuff. Him and his older brother Arbaz and Tinashe and Terrence. They were like literally, it was like my neighbors, like the cul-de-sac, they were opposite me.
Yeah.
And then you come out the street and then you had them boys there. So like after school, it was like a ritual. We used to just go hoop.
Yeah.
Play hoop. I'd get bullied, like, you know, they're bigger than me, but it built a lot of confidence. It built a lot of like knowledge for the game, and then I just loved it. Started watching, and then first player I ever watched was Kobe, and that's why I follow Lakers. I've just followed Lakers ever since.
Yeah.
Never changed, but that's the start of my basketball career.
Yeah.
Basically,
What a long journey. What a sick journey, bro.
Pretty sick journey, I still keep in touch with soccer. I love soccer, but
Who you go for?
I'm a United fan.
Interesting.
Followed Van Persie. I was Arsenal. He left. And then United.
Don't do that, bro. Who let you do that?
He was so good back then. He was my idol.
He was.
That header?
Yeah. That's Stav, bro. That's Stav kid that was on?
Yeah.
Yeah, Stav's Arsenal fan. We're talking about the RVP, like Arsenal against Chelsea.
Mm-hmm.
Ridiculous. But I remember back then as well. I would have been, 12?
What was that? 2010 Olympics, yeah?
10. Yeah, 10. Yeah, 2010, and then, he was just the best. And then when he left, I couldn't believe, I couldn't fathom that someone left for the rival club. I'd never seen it in, I was 10 or 12, 13. And I was still just I can't understand, who let him do this. I didn't understand money. I didn't understand, you know what I mean?
I think he left when I was in year 2.
So you're 7.
Yeah.
I'm maybe 11 or 12 then. Yeah.
I literally would have, I said, I'm a United fan. I just switched. I didn't care. There was no care at all.
Rules.
I was just following him.
Yeah.
And then he left. He retired, and then I was just stuck with the club.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I've been to Old Trafford.
Bullshit.
Yeah, 2019. Mad stadium.
Yeah.
Saw the locker room. It's got a whole museum before you get in, to be honest.
Yeah.
But it's a beautiful stadium. It was unfortunate I went when season finished.
Yeah.
But nah.
Do you follow the Kenyan team?
Nah, I don't.
No.
Do they have a soccer team? I follow their rugby union team.
Bullshit. Kenyan have a good union
They're
team.
a pretty good, solid union team. They came and played here not long ago, but I didn't go watch.
Yeah. One of my brother's best mates somehow got called up to play for Chile.
Oh, word.
You know with who? That Jaden Lang.
Oh, yeah.
He's Chilean and Samoan.
Is he Chilean?
Yeah.
Oh,
no, Chilean and Tongan or Chilean and Samoan?
I think it's, one of them. Yeah.
And Turkish. He's like a mix of a few different nachos. And he was playing with him. But that was when Jaden was not like an influencer. He was just a guy who played over in the States.
In the States, yeah.
And then they figured out he was Chilean. Chile asked him to come play via Instagram DM.
No way.
But my brother's mate was the same. He'd told someone, I'm Chilean, my grandmother's Chilean. And he was a white guy, so they didn't really pick up on it. And then they told him, they're like, oh, fuck, come play for us.
Yeah.
So he got flown over to South America, went through all the schools and shit.
What?
Doing all the tour, yeah.
This was your brother or this is
No,
Jaden?
my brother's mate. No, I'm not Chilean.
Oh, okay.
But my brother's mate. But Jaden had a similar story as well when he was in America. He he went down to Chile and they figured it out. But it's pretty sick, eh?
That's mad. That's actually sick.
That's how it works, bro. They just they don't have any data. They're just relying on blokes playing good Sunday or good Saturday competition in Australia, England, New Zealand to just come forward basically and say my grandmother's born in Chile. I'm ready to play.
Yeah, wow.
But now they got a better setup because of Argentina. But now we were talking about it earlier, but I want to get back to it. You're running your own show. I still don't run my own show, right? I still got an employer.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant show. I was like, am I? Juicy podcast.
Yeah, you should do a juicy show, bro.
You reckon?
A barbershop show.
Someone was telling me, call it Cuts and Convos.
I think I told you that.
You might have told me this. It might have actually been you. I don't know.
I've spoken to you about something like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
like
yeah.
Better, like not better, like a different type of content.
I think I still am gonna do it. I need to psych myself in.
Because you'd have some interesting convos.
Yeah, I would have some
like
pretty good
Kundai.
convos. Yeah.
Like Kundai with a mic. You'd have to cut half of it.
Yeah. That guy can say whatever. Eh?
Yeah. But no, I reckon you should do something like that. I think people love it. People love the Sunday League shit because it's just me talking shit. Me being an idiot. A lot of men just are idiots for the most part, so they enjoy watching it.
They enjoy watching it, yeah.
I reckon they would have mad legs.
Yeah.
Who would have thought, like, what's it called? Sunday Conversations would have been like one of the biggest shows on YouTube history. Caleb Presley and the
yeah. Is that what it's called? Sunday Conversations?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the biggest shows. And it's just because they're just like being an idiot, you know?
Yeah. Or do you watch that UK girl, Amelia?
Yeah,
Chicken
Dims.
chicken shop that, yeah.
Yeah,
that's a pretty successful show too.
Yeah, see, I reckon you could have something similar to that.
Yeah.
In the barbershop.
Yeah.
There used to be a barbershop, but I can't remember who was doing it. Someone was cutting hair, and I can't.
Is it Jeff Whittick?
Jeff Whittick.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I used to actually just watch YouTube for no reason.
Crazy thing, right? One, I'm sick as a dog one Monday, so I'm not at work. Like, it takes me a lot to be sick. So I'm in my bed and I'm on YouTube, and Jeff Whittick uploads a video. I love that guy.
Yeah.
Especially for like the comeback he made after base. For those who don't know about Jeff Whittick, he was part of David Dobrik's vlog squad. David Dobrik was on a excavator and they were swinging it around, and he was holding onto it like a swing over a lake, and then David Dobrik fucked it up and he smashed into the tipper and broke his eye and most of his face. He almost died.
Oh.
And he made a comeback, right? But he goes to Italy because he's Italian. I knew he was Italian the whole time. You can kind of tell with American Italians. And bro, no shit, in the video, I'm sitting there and I hear it. They go, "Cheers to the Falke family." I sit up and go, "No, what the fuck?" Rewind it. It's like, "Cheers to the Falke family." So I went to Dad. I was like, "Do you know anyone in this video?" He's like, "No fucking way. I've been there like twice in like 10 years."
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
So I was like, "All right, we've got to figure this out."
Yeah.
I still haven't figured it out. I DM'd Jeff like I'd fucking get through to him. I was like, "Are you cool?" But because I have Falke on my name, I just messaged him like, "Are you a Falke?" Just hoping that God-given chance he just sees it in his message request. I don't think he will. But there's every chance Jeff Whittick's a Falke.
He could be. Wow.
And now get him on the pod.
Yeah, wow.
How sick would that be?
That would be pretty cool.
But yeah, he had barbershop show.
Yeah,
where
he had a show. I remember he had a show.
It was like satire, but I think, I reckon Juicy.
I could do something. I could definitely do something.
Yeah.
I can picture myself doing something.
I reckon you should, bro.
Yeah.
Western Sydney conversations are just so funny.
Yeah, it would be pretty good,
Even like half your mates, bro. I find your mates funny as well.
They're pretty funny, yeah. I think my group's funny in general, but I just don't want it to be too much. Like, I don't want to try to be funny. I just want to be natural.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's like the convos I have with my clients is good because there's no cameras. But like, if I pop a camera out, they might like try to be funny, and then I watch the video back and I'm like, but I think I'm thinking too much. I haven't even started it. I think I should try it. Like I said, my own advice, failure. You know what I mean? It might fail, but we'll try.
I reckon you should just keep a camera on.
Just keep it on, yeah.
And just do like the day that was.
Okay, true.
And go back through. Instead of one client, just the day that was.
Just the day that was.
And just cut to random parts in different conversations.
That's pretty smart, yeah.
Instead of like someone trying to force it.
Instead of them knowing that, I know what you mean.
I don't know. A lot of blokes would go into their shell if there's a camera on, and then the opposite. A lot of blokes would try and act up for the camera. They try and say stuff that isn't true, and you know it's not true. You gotta act like
and then you just side eye.
Yeah,
just give him a quick. Oh boy.
But yeah, bro, running your own show at 20. You've been doing it for a minute. Like, you've only worked KFC as a job, wasn't
Red
it?
Rooster.
Red Rooster.
Horrible.
Can't. Yeah.
I don't even want to blur out what I said. Blur out that name, like I swore.
Oh shit. So yeah, you've had the one job, but you've been running your own show for a minute.
Yeah.
How do you find that? Like, because do you realize it's not a natural thing? Like, do you realize that's not?
I didn't realize it till not long ago. Like, it took me maybe a year and a half, like a year and a bit ago, to realize, like, man, this is not normal. Like, no one my age is doing this. But then I started realizing when it was like there was parties or people get club events, and then they're like, "Oh, come," and I'm like, "Nah, but I can't come because I got to do something early tomorrow morning." I think it was the discipline.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I had to set that in place, and then that's when I realized, like, yeah, like, and my mom always used to tell me too. She's like, you can't keep living like these other friends of yours, not directly to my small friend circle, but like the people your age is what she was talking about. You got to like set an example, and that's what I've really tried to do. Everything I try to do, I try to inspire other people. Like, even if you're older than me, younger than me, like, I think I want everyone to use my like work ethic as motivation.
Yeah.
Because like the way I see it is like every time I feel down or I feel like, man, I don't really want to work today, I think about a surgeon. I'm like, they probably don't want to work at all today, but that's their job.
Yeah.
Or I look at like just someone doing better than me. I look at my parents, my role models. I look back at them a lot, and then I'm like, yeah, I think I can do this. It's just mind over matter at the end of the day too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think about that as well when I'm like, I feel like I'm almost done for the night. There's stuff I can do tomorrow, but it's like I can very much do this right now.
You can very do this, and then if you do everything now, it's like you won't have to. You can sit down, kick your feet later. You know what I mean?
Or I can do what I want. More
you
importantly,
you can do what you want. Yeah.
But yeah, I like just think of like my dad because he's always worked late, like just to make it happen for the family. And I just think like fuck, dad would do it, so I just do it.
It's most times our parents, eh? Yeah.
The biggest inspirations, or your guardians, whatever.
Your guardians, yeah. Who if you don't have parents, but
yeah, I think also for us, even though my dad was born here, like growing up with parents who come from backgrounds where they had to get after it because they were new to a country, is like kind of ingrained in us as well. If you look around, bro, all like the guys you know that are killing it, more often than not, their parents are either born in this country or is their their parents aren't born in this country, or it's the grandparents aren't.
Yeah, it's their first generation here.
Or second generation. I'm second gen. I think you're first gen.
I'm first gen, yeah.
Yeah, so it's very much like, and it's just ingrained to you because they came to this country with nothing, so they just fucking get after it.
Yeah, they're just trying.
Yeah, that's what this is, bro. It's just like homage to it, you know?
Yeah,
Helos International, worldwide steppers. Like, we're all from, like, fuck. Some of the boys in here even, we got Samoa, we got New Zealand, we got Croatia, we got Argentina, we got like all these different nationals.
Australia's a very good country, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I actually think
it's the
about
best country in the world.
It is such a good country.
Yeah.
We take it for granted all the time. Like especially when especially knowing that both sides of my family are very like my mum's side's global.
Yeah.
Like my mum's side's spread everywhere around
like
the world.
America.
Yeah, England, the Caribbean, and then you look at my dad's side, and he's like proper like it's slums. Like his family comes from like pure poverty. And then it's like, it gives you a good reality check. It's like look where I'm at now. And then that's another thing too. Like, it stops me from complaining about everything else. I'm like, yeah, nah, I can't be complaining about this.
Yeah.
When, like, my cousin is literally at home, like, he's struggling to find work or to find this and that.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, like, I that always humbles. That's another thing that humbles me a lot too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree, bro.
Yeah.
But anyway, so now you're running your own show, and that has its like benefits as its discipline as well, where you sacrifice a lot of things. But this year, excitingly, you're traveling, which I think everyone has to do. How do you feel about like leaving the hustle for a bit, which you've become? I'd imagine like it's just become habit.
It's become a habit, yeah.
How do you feel about like leave? And because you're self-employed, there's no like, oh, I'm getting leave. You know,
yeah, it's like you got to make your own break.
Yeah. And like you're not getting paid to be over there. Like you're just going with the money, right? I was casual when I went, so I'm in the same boat in a way. But like, how does it feel to leave the hustle for? How long are you leaving it for? 4 weeks.
Oh, you're talking about Kenya at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Nah, we changed it.
Oh, you're not going anymore. And you're not going to Europe.
January. I'm going Kenya in January next year.
Yeah.
And then Europe maybe mid next year.
Yeah.
So what happened, my family switched it. So instead of us visiting them, they're coming this year. So I got my cousin coming in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
He's going to live. We're going to have a full house. Cousin's coming in 2 weeks to live with us from Kenya.
Yeah.
And then I got my auntie and, her 2 daughters coming to live with us too in August from England. They're the England ones. And then, so I think we're going to have a pretty big house, full house. So they're coming to visit us this year. So we decided not to travel. And then, next year we'll do all the traveling. But I think this year I might travel with my mates again. We might go just quick, I don't know, Fiji or something.
Yeah.
But it's still yet to be discussed. But yeah, like you said, it's hard planning your own holidays because it's like you're not getting paid at all. So it's like yeah.
Plus your clients as well.
That's the thing, bro.
You don't want to lose them, eh? Does that play on your mind, like when you're booking shit or
Nah, it doesn't. Nah, honestly,
or you back your own service?
I know I won't lose them. Like I back my own service, but it's. I feel bad for them because I've seen them on days where like I've been booked out and they've had to go to another barber and they come in. Oh, my hair, you know? It's like I'm like, oh, they're coming in and they're like, bro, he's messed up my hair. He didn't do anything like he wanted. I'm like, fuck. I feel bad. Like I feel like I want to give him cuts all the time, but obviously I can't. But yeah, I got a lot of good barber mates that I trust. And I know that they can do a good job. So if I ever do go on holidays, I'll just refer everyone to them.
Yeah.
That's what I'll do.
That's why when I go to my barber, because I suck at it. I can plan the week ahead, but planning weeks in advance.
It's hard. My schedule's too hard for anyone to book with. Like, why am I booked out a month in advance?
Like, I don't think to like book like 2 or 3 weeks in advance. So when I go to my barber in Blaxland, shout out Sam's United, I think it's called. I just go like skim fade, trim on top, leave it. And then I wait to get to you to like...
just touch it up, give it the good style, yeah?
You know, when I walk out a Juicy spot, I go, oh, fuck yeah, I feel good today, bro.
That's the one.
But yeah, like when you're planning holidays and stuff like that, does it hit you even more that you're self-employed and like you're running your own show type of thing? Because there's no one to fall back on, bro, really.
Yeah, that's the thing. I haven't taken... Bro, it's crazy. I've been working almost 4 years. I haven't taken a break longer than a week.
Nuts.
I don't think I've taken a break longer than a week. And, yeah, if I do this 4-week one, I think that one will hit. Because the week ones, it's all right. It's like I can just do 1 week before, double what I do. And then it's like, oh, I've worked enough for this week so I can rest. But... yeah, missing a month is a bit crazy to me. I don't know how I'm going to handle that. I think that one will hit me, but I just got to get through it, to be honest.
Yeah.
I need to see my family. I haven't been overseas in like years, so yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that will go.
Yeah.
Still yet to.
And with the barbershop, bro, we're highlighting it now that you are by yourself in there and it's in the garage.
It's in the garage.
Have you ever thought about like going into like a property, like a shop, a retail front, and hiring other people, or is it not for you?
I would. I think it comes with age too.
Yeah. I
don't want to own a shop at 19. There's a lot of things I want to do at my age, but then again, I feel like if I own, that's too much responsibility. Like,
rent's fucking expensive.
Yeah, I'm not doing anything fun. Like,
yeah,
it's just business mindset from now on, and I kind of want to like still explore, still travel, still use my money elsewhere. You know what I mean? Yeah, before I even focus on the shops. Yeah. I think
anyone listening, you got to go travel, man. Yeah, even if it's just South Asia, like Bali, Thailand, or New Zealand, whatever. Even if it's to, I don't know, fucking Perth over the other side of the country. Yeah. But just don't worry about like going to Sydney every weekend. Just try and get out. Try and do something different. Yeah. That's something I've learned. You just got to travel in because it changes you. I had wings on, like started to take flight. It's the biggest thing in the world. Even Oz, bro. Oz has gone to America a few times, stuff like that. Like Aussie.
Oh yeah.
Nick Hare as well, Bomber as well. Like Bomber spent his early 20s over in like Europe playing football, and Nick Hare as well. He's travelled for his job. Everyone says the same thing. It just gives you a new perspective on life. Also highlights what's important. And it gets you out of like that like Monday to Friday fucking drudge. Yeah. Where you just like
you've seen the same people in the same city, same area for your whole life. Like, you gotta get out. You need to get out of it.
Something different, man. You gotta go see the Great Wall of China. You gotta go see like America and all that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm going to America. I'm keen to watch the basketball.
Oh, when are you going?
Oh fuck, about 2 or 3 years. I'm going for the World Cup.
Oh,
I've already started saving for it.
Talking about the World Cup.
Are you gonna go?
Nah. Do you see the logo?
Nah.
It's horrible.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like apparently, like the drama behind it is like how it's in 3 countries.
Yeah.
America,
Mexico,
Canada. Yeah. They had one where the cup was like each part of the cup had a different thing to do. Had the USA flag. Had some Mexican tribal thing, and then this one's just like the most simplistic thing ever. It just says 2026, and it's just got like an outline. Like think of like Apple logo if it was like a World Cup thing, like super like nothing. There's like nothing to it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what I've been seeing on my TikTok. I thought you would have seen that.
Nah, I see like Sunday league football. I don't see
You don't
much
see
like,
much, much all this extra
I
stuff.
see like rugby union highlights from like Div 12 resis.
What?
It's just what I like.
Oh,
It's what I
okay.
interact with. And it's what people interact with my account with. So it comes back
So
to...
it comes back, yeah.
Yeah, it comes back to my account. I don't I seen there was outrage about it, but I didn't really see what it was all about.
I think I'll definitely go though.
Yeah.
I'll go for sure.
Yeah, I reckon it'll be sick, bro. I can't wait to go to Canada. I want to go traveling in Canada after for the whole thing.
After the thing, yeah.
Yeah, for like a month. I want to drive around Canada.
Yeah.
I'll be 26 by then as well. And then I want to go... Yeah, I want to do a bit of America. I don't know, bro. A lot of people have mixed opinions on America.
Yeah, I do too. I don't know what to think of America anymore.
Yeah, and like, yeah, I don't know, bro. There's a lot of things to say, obviously. But like, just even the country as well, I'm very much like, I don't know what I want to see, you know? Because I feel like Yosemite and stuff like that would be cool, but like, is there anything this country doesn't have to offer?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But whereas Canada, it's like the mountains and the rivers are nuts. Same with Alaska. So, and then obviously I want to go to Mexico as well. I just got to figure out where it's safe to go because that is truly like you fuck around over there, you're gonna end up dead.
Yeah, you can do shit. Yeah, you can.
But yeah, I reckon it'll be sick to go traveling after the World Cup. I was meant to go to Qatar, but I didn't end up going.
No, you didn't?
Nah, I was gonna go, but I didn't end up going. Mostly because honestly, I didn't agree with it. Like how corrupt it was.
Oh, like how corrupt? Yeah.
Yeah, so I was gonna go, and I was fuck this. Like my brother and my dad went, which is fair. Everyone has their own opinions and thoughts. I was like, fuck this. But I was, when it was on, and like saw John Bernard there, and then like my dad, my brother were there, and like Hooligan Hess was there as well, because all the Aussies were all in like one place.
Oh yeah.
Like for the Australia games, and I was just thinking like, fuck, like that would have been. It would have been cool.
It would have been pretty cool, yeah.
But you got to remember at the end of the day, it was all built by slaves. But it would have been pretty sick.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to go see an NBA game as well.
That'll be good. I'd really want to see Lakers game.
Yeah.
I need to see Lakers.
So like bucket list type of thing?
Yeah, it's a bucket list thing. I need to see LeBron too before he retires because he's on the verge of retiring.
Yeah.
And he's a generational player. Like,
Is he the GOAT?
I say he's a GOAT.
Yeah, really?
I say he's a GOAT, yeah. Hate me all you want. Hate me all you want. Slander me all you want. I say he's a GOAT. I think his longevity speaks for itself.
What is it now? 23 years?
20 years. 20 years. And he came, you got to consider, like, he came into the NBA 18 years old, straight from high school.
Yeah.
Second player to do that. Kobe was the first. He's the second. Straight from high school.
Italian?
Yeah, he used to play soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Wait, is he Italian? Or he just used to play? Like,
his parents grew up there or something. Like, he lived in Italy for like 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, I remember hearing the story, yeah.
Real, like, infant.
Infant, yeah.
So he knew, like, Italian, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, word.
Shout out Kobe.
Yeah, shout out Kobe, bro. That's the guy.
Yeah. But so what? You go LeBron, MJ, Kobe?
Oh, nah, I wouldn't. Nah, because that's not realistic. I'd have to go like what? LeBron, MJ, maybe Kareem, maybe Wilt, Shaq.
Oh, so Kobe's not top 10?
No, he's trying. It's hard because the ranking, right? If you could rank point guards, it would be so much easier. If you could rank shooting guard, but you got to rank across like people who are 6'3" to people who are 7'2".
Yeah.
So it's like the ranking is it always gets me. I don't know my full official. I put Kobe top 5 actually. I put him top 5.
Yeah, right.
For sure, I'd put him top 5. But yeah, I'd say LeBron's a GOAT.
Do you reckon Bronny will end up playing with him?
He'll play in the NBA. I don't doubt that, but he won't be a high pick. I don't think he'll be top 10.
Yeah, but do you reckon LeBron will just go wherever he is?
Oh yeah,
like on a real low wage.
Real low wage, I reckon. I think he's a billionaire playing right now too.
LeBron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he got Liverpool at 6% stake.
Does he even know what Liverpool is?
Nah, he's got no idea. There's so many memes about.
He doesn't know. Yeah. He's the funniest guy. Yeah.
He got lies through his fucking teeth.
He loves it, bro.
He got 6% in Liverpool in 2011 when they were at one of their lowest points in terms of like they were just shit.
Yeah.
And he bought 6% of Liverpool back then. Ended up winning 2 Champions Leagues, Premier League, like
far.
Yeah, in the past 5 years. So he'd be so rich off that, but also his own branding and stuff like that.
Yeah, like his shoe.
And just the amount he gets paid as well.
Yeah.
But yeah. It's crazy. You know what's crazy to me is like when we talk about like basketball brands, it's like LeVar Ball was like in this room.
Yeah, he was literally in this room. Yeah,
he's sitting right there, bro.
Oh my days, that's crazy. The world's so small, eh?
Yeah.
Like, people just connected like this and this and this.
Yeah, 7-0 set it up, bro.
Yeah?
Yeah, he got him over and, like, he did the tours with him and stuff. I just think, like, it's the craziest shit. Like,
I remember watching him just, like, talk about...
Remember
like,
the heyday? Like, when he was talking mad shit.
Nah, my sons are making it to the Lakers, yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Like, I was like, whoa. Nah, he's reaching. And then I seen Lonzo make it. I was like, okay. And he wore the I told you so hat.
Yeah.
That was cold. And then I think he said... He had another one said, I told you again or something?
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, bro, this guy's, he's 2 for 2.
He went 3 for 3.
Oh, Leandro had some controversy. I don't think he fully made it though.
Yeah.
Because you remember he did the China thing?
Yeah, but didn't he play in the league, bro?
No, I don't think he's played a game yet. He made it to I think he made it to the team, but before he could play a game, they cut him.
Wait, no, Alonzo Melo.
And Leangelo. The chubbier one. He's not the skinny one. He's like the bigger, broader one.
Isn't there 4 boys?
No, 3.
So there's 3.
Yeah, there's 3.
Oh, fuck. I thought there was 4 and one of them just fucked up.
Nah, LeVar's the 4th ball.
Yeah.
So,
You know he played gridiron in America? In London.
He played gridiron in London.
Yeah, so London had this team, a gridiron team.
Yeah.
And he played for that London team, bro. When LeVar was coming to the 2-7 project, which is now common knowledge, I had to keep that quiet for a while, eh? Like, I had Nick and Bomber on, I had to keep it quiet as well. But we're like, so yeah, when LeVar Ball was coming to the 2-7 project, I looked him up to do research, and it came up with like this whole thing and how he used to play for London and like, yeah, like just this whole thing of like he played gridiron in London, and then the boys came along and he came out of nowhere, but he was real good in college, and then like. Because I thought for all money, he must have played in the NBA.
Yeah.
To be like this famous.
To be this famous, yeah.
And then, nothing came up. And then
he used to always say he could beat Michael Jordan 1-on-1. He loved the talk. But he really put a lot of hype onto his sons, which made them even more successful than they are.
Yeah, Melo ended up doing it, eh?
Bro, he really killed it.
Yeah. Crazy to think he lived in, like, Wollongong. Like, as an Aussie. Like,
yeah. You know Jason Tatum's dad coaches Illawarra Hawks?
Yeah, right.
Oh, he's like a personal trainer there?
Yeah,
It just didn't make sense, but
yeah.
He's there now. I was like, what?
It's crazy to me, bro, because like for anyone like goes down to Wollongong, you know, like half of it's bogan.
Yeah, is it?
Yeah,
It's
so
like
you
proper-
don't go down much?
No, I never go down.
Like half of it's real nice and half of it's like fucking hell. Like it's Penrith by the Sea plus some.
Damn.
So you're like sitting there and then you're like, I always wondered like where the fuck did LaMelo live? Like
Yeah. Like where was he even
because
staying?
he was an international superstar when he got here. Like everyone already knew who he was. And then he killed it and then he went back. But he it's crazy to just think like this guy lived in Wollongong.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For like to kick off his career. But how good's Giddy going, bro?
Bro, he's been doing good. I seen you had Josh here too.
Yeah, Florentino.
Yeah, that's
he's
my
the
boy. Giddy's he plays very fun like 90s, not 90s, like 60s basketball.
He's having fun with it.
Yeah, he doesn't cross over or go behind the back ever, I swear. He's just very fundamental, and I think that's like surprising that he's doing that well, that young. I think he beat LeBron. He beat LeBron for
youngest triple double.
Yeah, youngest
maybe.
triple double. Yeah, it was. I think it was.
Yeah, he I think he had to, bro.
He had to. Yeah.
I think like
he was NBL and no, not MVP, Rookie of the Year.
Yeah. But like I think you have to like when you I think he just identified I'm not that guy.
Okay.
So I'm not going to be that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like there's so much people in his draft class that should be playing better than him. Like why him? Which is crazy.
He just got fundamentals right.
Yeah,
bro.
he really
I feel like that goes out the window as well. Happens a lot in football.
It does.
A lot of players just forget like just make your fucking 5 meter passes. The fans will be so happy with you. You make every 5-10 meter pass. You make your tackle when you have to make a tackle. You chase every ball.
Yeah.
Every fan does not care if you're not scoring goals. Whereas like if you're doing a Rabona but you miss like 5 passes in a game, they just go like give a fuck about a Rabona.
Yeah, exactly.
Same with basketball. Same thing. You can do all the flashy shit, but if you're not landing the basics, what's it all worth?
Yeah.
He's gone massive with it, bro. Giddy.
He's actually been killing it, eh?
Do you reckon he'll end up better than like Longley?
He has potential. I think he does have potential, eh?
It's crazy to see Longley in the last dance during COVID,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
like
crazy.
just some Aussie bloke.
Yeah.
Hopefully Giddy reaches that height. Do you ever dream of playing in the NBA?
The dream ended it. You realize, I realized, I was like, bro,
How sad is
the
it?
possibilities, it's just 0 to none. Like the fact that Ben Simmons, Josh, Dante Exum, that they all made it is even that's crazy enough because it's like I don't know, it's just too much sad. It's
Did
also
you
sad.
see Exum the other day?
No, what? But
Bro, he plays for Partizan, right?
what's that?
Partizan is Serbia.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he was versus Real Madrid in the basketball. He got flipped
Yeah,
in a fight, like full flipped.
yeah.
Or he got choked. Two guys on the team from Partizan, one got choked, one got flipped. He was one of them, right? No, he got flipped because he went straight off thinking he'd broken his knee.
Yeah,
So
well, like someone flipped him over.
Yeah, bro, like full flipped him and threw him.
Wow.
Dante Exum, right?
Yeah.
He's chill as fuck. What this guy didn't realize, Partizan are 2-0 up at Madrid at this point, so they're chilling anyway. They're going back to Partizan with a 2-0 lead in the like the EuroLeague knockouts, whatever. What this guy did not realize is like he has to go to Partizan, and if you know anything about like football, like and it crosses over to basketball, Partizan and Red Star are the Serbian like big clubs in both basketball and football.
Yeah, football. Yeah.
Right, Red Star won the Champions League like 30 years ago, right? So they've like got that history. Partizan are pretty big as well. Those fans are fucked. And apparently he's like so Exum's cool with all the fans, obviously being a player.
Yeah.
And they like they were fucking fuming that like he'd been like thrown across the court in the game before. And they were going nuts. They had flares lit up and everything. Wow. Yeah, in a basketball game. Ready to get back for our boy.
Ready to get back for the boy Dante, yeah? Damn.
Taking over, bro. Look, we're going to wrap it up because we've got other guests coming on and my boy here needs to go to basketball.
Okay. Yep.
Needs to do some alley-oops.
Need to do some alley-oops.
Can you dunk?
Assists? Nah, I can't dunk yet.
No?
Nah. I need to work on my holes.
Can your mates?
Yeah. The one can really properly dunk like every...
How tall is he?
Tyrell. Hoodie Rell.
Oh, shit, yeah, he can
Yeah, he
dunk.
can proper
that was
dunk.
fucking nuts.
He can proper dunk. The rest are like inconsistent dunks. Like you won't see him dunk all the time in game, but like Rel won't miss a dunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out Rel.
Yeah.
Shout out my boy Rel.
He's got hops.
He's got hops.
I remember when we were doing the shoot, I was like looking at him, going, what the fuck? And he
You
jumped
just
up.
don't expect it,
Yeah.
Fuck. Oh no.
But like, I wanted to ask you this, right? What lessons have you learned over the past year? If you were to look back on exactly you a year ago, which was that kid on the couch, I feel like you
was this literally a year ago?
13 months, bro. It came out in
Crazy.
April.
I do feel like I've matured, eh?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm 3 years older.
What you look at it in a good way, I reckon.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, fuck, bro. You looked 18 then, but you kind of look like 21, 22 now, which is like a compliment, I reckon.
A compliment, yeah.
But what would you say are like your biggest lessons you've learned over the past year? You can sit there with a minute and think about it.
Biggest lessons. That's a good question, eh?
You started another business in this last year. Cut some like pretty cool people. You also cut some, you know.
I think I'll keep it so real right now. I'm Christian.
Yeah.
So I come from a Christian background. I think I've always learned to keep God first, like keeping my faith strong. Just practicing good morals. You know what I mean? Like making sure that I'm trying to live like by the word. If you're Christian, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But I think one of the lessons I learned was it wasn't that I forgot about God, but like I was really trying to do everything on my own. And I feel like most times when I do everything on my own, I tend to lose focus, or I can crumble, or everything can really go wrong for me. So like for me personally, I know this doesn't speak to everyone, but for me personally, when I see myself putting God at the center, so making sure like I pray about things before I do them. So I'm like, all right, God, like you help me with this, like you control like my thoughts and help me like think things through. I think everything that you see that's successful to this day that I've done, it's been by that. So I've learned that just never lose sight of that and never be ashamed to tell people. Like I'll always if people ask me about what I do with my relationship with God as well, I'll tell them.
Yeah.
But I'll never I'm not too pushy or like I don't really try and like flex it or anything. It's just like that's just me. That's the way I do it. If you want to learn, you can talk to me and I can tell you exactly how I live by it. But I've learned to always keep him at the center. So that's one thing. Something else, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Like I've made a lot of mistakes of like I think mistakes are essential into being successful too. Like you got to make mistakes. Like I've there's been times where like I've like overdone some things, or I've like gone back to what I said earlier about comparing myself. Like I'm saying that because like I have compared myself. I've sat there like at nights, like in my bed, I'm just scrolling and I'm like, man, like I'm not gonna be like this person. But yeah, I just realized like, nah, that's not what I should be doing, and I should be just like more like happy with what I've done already. Because like when you look at what you've done already, it's like bro, you really like you started from nothing and now you're here. So it's like that's one thing too. That's another thing.
You get caught up, bro, because you're looking at it in like a 10-second snapshot over years of work.
Over years of work. Like you're not looking at, bro, you literally started from here and now you're here. You're looking at like a guy who's also probably had the same amount of journey, even longer.
Or they're faking it.
Yeah. The internet's full of clout. So.
Yeah.
But what was the original question? What's one more thing?
Over the past year, what have you learned? Because a lot's happened, bro.
A lot's happened, eh? So I've had the park takeovers. I've had started the brand.
You've cut some fucking notable people as well.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I have cut some people off. Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I don't know. What's something else? Give me one of you or something.
Something I've learned over the past year. Oh, discipline.
Okay.
Just every day, just rock up. Mm-hmm. It's like no matter what, you just got to do it. And like with small things, right? Mm-hmm. I am very forgetful, like by nature. Mm-hmm. So I every Sunday night sit down, write my week ahead, like very detailed. Mm-hmm. But also if I think of something on the spot, I say it out loud. So I'm like, fuck it, something stupid. I got to go get a battery for my camera.
Okay.
I've needed to do it for a week, right? I'll just say it. Tomorrow I need to go to the plaza at night to get the battery for my camera. I don't know why, it just works.
You just saying things out loud?
Yeah, okay. And go and get it. But that's like just an example. But I feel like discipline, just doing everything over and over again, you know, like if you're going to read a book, make sure you continue to read a book once you finish one, you know, like it doesn't matter how much you read per day, fuck all that shit. If you're going to do a podcast once every week, I fucking say that knowing that this isn't coming out this week. But like, and like just at least trying to keep it as consistent as possible. Obviously circumstances get in the way. Yeah. But also like over the past year, bro, I've just really tried to like callous my mind, as fucking dumb as that sounds.
You've been doing good. Like obviously, if you look at where you were last year and then looking at
it's where I am now. But like just trying to become like, not like in a bad way, but just trying to become like harder. Not in terms of like I fucking want to learn how to box and kill a man with my bare hands. Yeah. But I do want to learn how to box, funnily enough. But like not for that reason. It's for fitness, and I think it'd be cool to know how to box. You know what I mean? Like, I know. You can tell who like. I'm not sure if you've ever seen a street fight, but you can tell who knows and who doesn't. You can tell, straight away. Technique, stance, everything. Yeah. You can tell. You need to tell he just like wants to swing.
He wants to swing. Yeah.
But yeah, just in general, just like callousing the mind. So like it sounds cringe, but like just making sure I turn up and do shit when I don't want to do it. Even as simple things. And a big rule I implemented was you should always do what you need to do in 90 seconds. So like I got to clean my car, right? Say I get out of my car, I got bottles and I got like wrappers and food wrappers, whatever. Clean it there and then. No matter what I'm doing, it could be 11 p.m. at night. Get a fucking bag, clean it, get rid of it. Instead of like putting that off. But once you start doing that in one place of your life, it just translates across the other. Okay. But yeah, I've kind of just tried to strengthen my mental health as well. Because fuck, bro, I used to be a bitch. Like anything could fold me at 18, 19. Like,
yeah, what, like cry heaps or?
No, not cry. And not crying, not any of that. It's very much like I would just resort to playing Xbox as soon as I had to do any work.
Like gaming was your problem, like your
I had so many outlets. You know what I mean? Or I'd just get in the car and go for a drive, or I'd go out drinking every Friday, Saturday, Sunday night. Like it's very much I don't do any of that anymore. But I've calloused my mind to a point where it's like I can do anything I want to do if I put my mind to it. Like I can run 5, 10Ks. I can go box out the back for like half an hour to an hour straight, just because I will stay there with myself. I'll go for a run 5, 10Ks at 130 kilos and my size. You shouldn't. It's not good for your knees. You know what I mean, bro? I'm doing it. Like I've got to do it because I'm just trying to condition myself in my head. Yeah. Because like if you want to make anything happen, you got to be somewhat tapped. You know what I mean? especially in the saturated markets. I mean podcasting. I mean clothing.
Yeah,
Like,
you
I
heard
got-
two big things.
Yeah, I got to start getting creative, and I got to start working harder.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the other thing is like, funnily enough, with making things happen is also like the how would you put it? Learning the art of patience is a massive thing. Like, yeah, getting things done every day is like right, but and you should sit down every day, but knowing that certain things take time, like to properly happen.
To probably happen, yeah.
There's pods out there that are waiting to happen with big people, but they can't just happen today because I'm not ready, to like host someone like that. Like,
you gotta step out of your comfort zone and do it, yeah.
Yeah. But like, like some things take time, and you got to line them up as well. Like right? Let's say in September, UFC's coming to Australia.
Oh, yeah, big one.
So you could take a wild stab at who I'm going to have on the podcast around then. You know what I mean? Like you got to I recognize that, and I'm like, yeah, I got to wait for that because I got to hit it at that perfect time. Execution. As Florentina was talking about as well, like executing something, hitting it perfectly. So yeah, I don't know, bro. I learned a lot more. Just trying to become like a better person over the past year.
Okay, yeah, working on you yourself.
Yeah, bro. I'm still fat, but like, fuck, I was fat. Like when I was like your age, eh?
Yeah, like you were much bigger, yeah.
Oh, bro, big boy. I'd smile when I was 18 or 19. I'd smile and like my eyes would almost get lost.
I swear, oh, you're like the just chubby in the face, fat, yeah.
Oh yeah, but I was big. Like, bro, my knees would get hidden when I'd walk. Like,
yeah,
I'm a big boy, man.
Boy.
Yeah, I was
Come a long way.
I reckon I was like 150. I remember once I weighed myself at 154, 155. So like 20 kilos down almost. From
What put you down? Like what made you like?
It's just eating.
Just eating, yeah.
Oh, just
late night snacking and stuff, yeah. you can't do that no more. Waking up, need a meal, yeah.
Yeah, nah. At night I don't. But also like drinking. Like I just like I don't know.
Okay.
I'd sink piss every weekend, like beers. But now I I don't know, just eating in general. I don't really like Maccas and all that shit. I like ice cream. That's my like thing.
That's your thing.
So I got to make it like I can't have that. But yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know, bro. You just like losing weight's not that hard. A lot of people are just addicted. Just takes you 2 or 3 weeks to get out of that shit.
Yeah.
They're just addicted. They have when you learn about habits, you learn like cues. And people relate that to craving, then they relate that to reward. So like someone like it could be as simple as like once they've had a shower at night, in their head they're going to have a bowl of ice cream.
After the shower,
because they've done that every fucking night. You know what I mean? And it just becomes habit. Just stacks. So people struggle to like break those habits. But for me, I just kind of snapped out of it over time as well. But I work out every day, minimum 20 minutes, rigorous. And then, one rest day.
Okay.
So, yeah. I don't know, bro. A lot of things I've learned. That's very jumbled.
I figured out my last thing.
Go for it.
I'll say my last thing to what I've learned is how important the friend group you have around you is. I think the people you have around you, like obviously your parents and guardians are top priority, right? They've babied you and nurtured you your whole life. But I think I realized the impact I had around my friend group. Like I was like, all right, like I'm a young entrepreneur. I've done what I'm doing for almost 4 years. And then I started clothing like a year ago. So I was like, in order for me to be a good friend, I need to like stay motivating my friends and my circle around me, my inner circle, my outer circle, and those people who just follow me. You know what I mean? So I was like, how can I be a good role model? And I was like, I need to just keep like doing you don't really need to try and do anything out of what you normally do, but just like keep good like genuine like don't shit talk, you know what I mean? Like don't shit talk, don't like quit the gossiping. Like I've been really trying to stop doing all that.
Be honest.
Be truthful to your mates, like be straight up to your mates. Like if your mate is failing or he's doing something wrong, just tell him.
Yeah.
Just don't go tell your other friend and then he tells this and this.
Yeah.
But I've been feeling like I needed to work on myself there so I can be a good friend to my friends, and then also making sure that my friends around me are giving me, because like at the end of the day, it's hard for you to stand out and you hang out with people who are just alcoholics and drug heads, and so you really need to make sure the people around you, if that's the life you want to live, the people around you are like helping you be that person. They're not dragging you down, or they're not like, oh, come clubbing every weekend with you.
Yeah.
like, yeah, if you really want to make a difference and work hard, you need to have people who are willing to like let you do that around them or push you even harder as well. So I think that's something I've learned. And yeah, I look up to my mum too because she works a lot. She works hard too. She's been working hard. My dad, he's been working super hard. And then yeah, and I've seen my work ethic translate into one of my boys. I'll talk about him, Jamal. He started a car detailing service.
Sick.
So he cleans cars too. And yeah, it's just like something that I'm like, yeah, like this is good. I smiled because I'm like, you know what, like this, I influenced this. I didn't do it, he did it, but I influenced this. And then I look at my boy Louis. He's starting Real World. You probably heard about him. Yeah. He's starting Real World with his boys. And I hope the best for them too. They're doing real good. And then you got like my younger brother. He's so dedicated to basketball. He really loves basketball. Like I know he really like he studies it. He watches it all the time. He's like the same hunger and he's the same age I was when I started barbering. Yeah. So he has that same hunger I had for barbering back then. I used to just watch YouTube, everything. And I'm sitting at home, he's just watching basketball. He's studying. He's like he's putting in, he's in year 10, going to school. Before school, he's putting in work and then going to school. And then after school, he's putting in more work, training. So it's like, I look at all this and I sit back and I'm like, yeah, wow. I really influence a lot of this and I'm proud of myself for that. So yeah, that's something I learned, like how powerful and how impactful you can be around your friend group.
Yeah, fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Good shit.
Appreciate
proud of you,
that,
bro.
Man.
You done well.
Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you so much.
You're killing it.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, youngest in charge, eh?
Yeah, YIC. Youngest in charge.
That's it for another week.
Yep.
Appreciate you coming on, brother.
Take care of yourself, yeah.
Juicy Cuts,
that, boy.
Juicy Jason, Juicy Apparel.
Juicy Apparel. Juicy anything, Juicy all around. Juicy on TikTok. I think, it's Jason Committee on TikTok. Juicy, you might find it. And then Juicy Cuts on YouTube.
Yeah, follow the TikTok for good vlogs.
Good vlogs, yeah. You get some funny content. You get a lot. My TikTok's like me, just everything, barbering, clothing, my life. So it's everything around all that, yeah.
See you next week.